Goblins, orcs, and tarks, lend me your ears. Enhancement Shaman versus the best Demonology Warlock on the planet, Epicburn, in a casual but fun random battleground in Eye of Storm here. We're going to try to dunk Epicburn as much as we can. I didn't know he was actually playing the game, and I see someone casting back there, and lo and behold, I'm like, well, it's Epicburn. He's playing Demonology. He's one of the best Demonology players out there. I'm pushing a little bit ahead of my healers. We got 4 healers. They have 3. Come back like Gorka Mork here. You can't kill me. It's impossible. I'll come right back. Come back. I'm purging. I'm trying to play the utility class that a shaman has, but this particular game and most games I find myself trying to be like a primary damage dealer because shamans are so versatile. They can kind of play a utility class and help out the team. A lot of their abilities do that and so forth. They're being pushed back so hard. We pushed them off the flag. Now that I've recovered, my healer slipped originally because I died. But now that I come back up, that's one thing I find out when I resurrect. The healers are like, oh crap, I let them die because they're bad. And then when I actually come back, then they've taught me off from like basically 0. And everybody else is also tapped off of you. Big mistake. There's Epicburn over there. I see him over there. I have Feral Lunge. Boom, coming at him. And some rogue is on me, or I got some cuts on me. Now as a Magnar Orc, remember I have that. Quickly he casts the summoning portal down. He dies though, transporting it out. There's just too many guys around him. He hits me with the stun though as he's trying to teleport away, but he's just got too much Zerg. Paladin bops himself because he sees the Bolg on him. Sees a wild mangy orc just swinging beat sticks down. I purge right through his bop and just chop him right in half. Okay, here's their top damage dealer for their game, an Affliction Warlock in the best map for Affliction Warlocks, Eye of Storm. He pops his little, I know every little trick in the book that Affliction Warlocks or Warlocks can do in general, so I purged that right off of him. He can actually, I think, reflect the silence. My gear score on this guy right now is in the 339 range, almost 340. This is a second, for this day right here, this is my first day playing at level 120. So I was able to level him up from level 20 because I want the badass transmog, which you can see my character has. Boom, finally died. Lucky. Little Tark got me. So I died. I pushed way too far away from my healers. Pushed them way away from the middle. In Eye of Storm, how you win is you really control the middle. And you get the flag cap. Each flag cap is 100 points. So basically, yes, you can try to push for 3 bases. But I've seen so many 3 base strats fail. And then you'll see it kind of in this game how that plays out. This game is actually quite close. Bam, dropped the Earthbind totem out there. In the previous video I said it was the grounding totem. I meant to say Earthbind. I haven't really played too much around with grounding totem, but in arena it's used a lot for enhancement shamans and resto shamans. On a side note, resto shamans just got nerfed a little bit. That's because just destroyed that priest right there. He pushed way too far up to try to do that CC thing. You can see I got the crows on me. I do have a hunter on me. I'm spam healing myself. You know, it's okay. I can back in and out, no problem. And I am playing with this particular one instead of Earth Shield. I'm playing with Ghost Wolf, improved Ghost Wolf, so I get that extra mobility and sort of a defensive stance. This guy right here is trying to do the good old gully trick. Hey man, you're talking to Azbolg here. I invented the gully trick. So I catch him down there. I'm just going to smash him in half real quick before their team starts to focus me. I see Epicburn's pets on me, so Epicburn, pretty clever player. So he does see me, but I can't get up and around that easily, so I'm actually circumventing him. So I love the improved Ghost Wolf form like you can see here because I move extra quick. I can just move around, jump through the Warlock portal. This priest obviously is trying to get in a position where he can do off, but this shaman hilariously is probably bumped like 10 people off the cliff. I say rip, rest in peace. I see Epicburn there. Hit him with my 30-yard counter spell that is an inherent ability for me. The other shamans there, I'm getting like a laser death beam from the satellite is hitting me right now. Some moonkin on me. And then see everybody here is like mongoing me. They're trying to get to me. But my healers can just easily keep me up. I can pop 1 defensive. So one thing I am trying to improve on myself on this game, Rogue tries to blind me. No way he can get that off. One thing I'm trying to improve on is when a character or a player pops their defensive cooldown, you want to swap off them because I mean there's not a whole lot of point. Like some people become completely immune, like hunters, and knowing those abilities and when they're triggered will save you time. And also you swap and you apply pressure. And as long as you're not just getting rolled over, and this accounts for even arenas and everything really, and BGs, that you basically want to rotate off. And then when you know the cooldown is off, you got him. So there's Epicburn. I've been saving my big ass elemental to smack you in the face. He popped his major cooldown. See, warlocks, they don't have that versatility. I was able to dispel myself. I think I can get rid of curses as enhanced. I cannot get rid of magic. So I mean, if I could, it would be just stupidly OP. But to have a silence and being able to purge yourself or other teammates. But as resto, you can purge magic. Enhanced has a few big weaknesses, but a lot of classes share the same weaknesses. So you know, they're just inherent weaknesses to a lot of players. Stuns is a big one. If I was an orc instead of a Magnar, maybe it'd be better. Epicburn, I see him out there. I've spotted him. He's in my sights. I'm coming at him. He's dropping the demonic circle again. Now that can get counterspelled though. But look at, I got this warrior just riding me the whole time too. So it's very hard for me to do that. I'm trying to. I see that he has the stamina buff on him. I will try to purge that off, but I just have too many guys. My forked lightning, I think, and a little bit of help from the other guy ends up destroying the warrior. But we're really just pushing him so far back. We're really right on the graveyard, and unfortunately, Epicburn. Well played, sir. You got the best of me this time. Yeah, I had a little bit too much help. I pushed a little too far. My priest might have been CC'd or just ran away, because we're just controlling the flags and the caps. And their team is actually trying to go for the 3 cap strat instead of controlling mid. What I find though is that if you can't control mid, then you just aren't going to win the game. This priest is hilariously mind controlling somebody, so I'm just going to run up and smash him. The warlock, for some reason, uses his major death coil ability. Again, an ability that if my healers were more on point, they would just dispel me and I'd ride him hard. So I don't get dispelled nearly enough as I should of this game. And dispelling is an advanced. It's hard. It's really pathetic for me to say it, but it is an advanced form of thing. So here's another warlock example. I've gotten on him. His major defensive cooldown is out. The only one that they really have. I interrupt him, so he can't really cast. If he casts Spear, I drop Termit Totem, and okay, there he popped his major cooldown again. But he really has no support. He can drain life me, and what he's doing, you can see his HP bar moving way up, and mine, I'm just getting healed. What this guy has, the reason why he's able to do so much damage is he's using the not sudden onset, but he's using inevitable demise. He's stacking 3 Azerite traits, and even then his damage by the end of the match is not that high. And even with an inevitable demise, he has to pop his major cooldown so I don't interrupt him. It's just so difficult for him to survive. And he has a cheesy Azerite trait. And with Enhancement Shamans, we don't really have a super cheesy Azerite trait quite yet. Just demolish that Paladin. There's good matchups for Enhanced too. I think Paladins are a good matchup against Rogues. Getting stunned, getting snared by Frost Mages are kind of bad matchups, but they're not terrible matchups. And Enhanced is still very versatile, and with the proper setup, if you know who you're fighting, like you can get Ethereal Form, can become completely immune to physical attacks. I find Counter-Strike Totem is amazing. It's a very rare ability. Let's compare Counter-Strike Totem to Demonology's demon that they put right on the ground. I'm way too far ahead. Here's this guy's Drain Life ability. They tried popping again. You can see here is more a realistic example where he doesn't have like that super cooldown, and I just chop him right in half. I mean, that Warlock stood no chance. We're contesting this node here. It was actually alternating back and forth, and they caught a quick res. Just gonna demolish this Paladin here real quick. Hit him with a few awesome Wind Fury praxes. My Orc is madly swinging his mallets around and just clunking people in the face. So Demonology, they drop their big demon, right? But we can drop a Counter-Strike Totem, instant cast Counter-Strike Totem. Theirs is also an instant cast, but ours has a 20-yard range. Theirs has like an 8-yard circle, which everybody can see. Counter-Strike is much harder to see. Yes, it's true against better players. They will be able to get out of it. And then Counter-Strike, unlike doing just 5% base damage plus a stun, which is not very good, and it can be destroyed. It has like 40, it actually has quite a bit of HP, but it can be banished. Counter-Strike can be easily destroyed, but it has a 45-second cooldowns, and it lasts for like 15 seconds. Now there is something, what I'm trying to say is that Counter-Strike is just way better, and it has a larger range, harder to spot. A little electrical thing comes out and hits you, but it's already better than one of the honor talents. It's still that's an honor talent too for Enhancement Shamans. It's just better. Enhanced has a better ability. So and the story is, as you're going to see by the end of this video too, it's just Demonology needs a massive buff in PvP. just I don't know if damage is it, but they need a rework on their honor talents. They need to have a buff on their honor talents. Demonology Warlocks are basically non-existent, and they're also non-existent in Mythic +10s. So there's something fundamentally wrong with Demonology Warlocks, and you're watching one of the best in this game, one of the best Demonology Warlocks play against me, and you can see he almost has no way out, and he's using, instead of Death Coil, he uses the demonic portal to get through, or demonic circle to jump back and forth. So he has the extra mobility. But as a shaman, so many classes in the game have closers in this game now. There's very few classes that have closers. Hunters have ways to even get at you. It's just rogues have, like, if you get away, you're just screwed anyways. Not even being a druid can really help you. Epicburn hits me with the stun there. A priest on the ball pulls me back. And you can see the guys are dotting me up. I'm trying to heal myself. I'm completely though, because I have been instant healing myself with my own Maelstrom while I'll develop it. I'm at 82 Maelstrom. Once you get Maelstrom, it's very the decay on Maelstrom is actually quite low, which is fine because it's similar to Rage and Maelstrom management. It's going to be a cool new talent coming out in 8.1 for Elemental, maybe, which you can get up to 120 Maelstrom, which can be kind of helpful because you develop so much Maelstrom. You'll see my bar is almost near 100 the entire time. So you really have to kind of manage that. And a part of me is becoming a better player. Instead of having your bar set at 100, you actually maybe get you actually are flame lashing more. I turn around and try to just dunk that guy. I'm getting snared, and this is where the weakness is. Unfortunately, I have to run through that guy's ball. But our team, again, has controlled the middle, so I've pushed up a little too far where no healers are at. I'm in Ghost Wolf. My improved Ghost Wolf is like a defensive stance. Warlocks don't have that at all. So I can sit in a stance. Yes, I can't do very much, but if a rogue hits me in a stun or anything like that, guess what? I'm taking 20% less damage reduction. These guys want to come out and play. I just drop a grounding totem on a huge snare, perfectly snared out there, so they can't do anything. I don't see really to have too much support. And of course our shaman hilariously runs up and blows them off. Geronimo. See you on the bottom of the ditch. Just speeding up the rest of the gameplay. The game is very close, but we're controlling mid, like I told you, even though they've kind of controlled, and right now they control 2 nodes. They're contesting a third, and they actually get the third before the end of the game. And this kind of highlights that it doesn't matter, because the flag cap gives you so much. Synopsis, their Shadow Priest and Warlock, that Affliction Warlock, did the most damage. Nothing like Azbolg did the other day, or myself, thank you very much, at 4 million damage. I did 1.8, but I have 6 killing blows and 59 HKs, 3 deaths. Epicburn has one of the best Demonology Warlocks in the world, maybe, has only 1.5 million damage. Demonology Warlocks need a huge, huge buff. Like, subscribe, comment. See you guys in the next video.